All right, my bad, y'all. My video cut off mid heat up, but it's all good. We get to continue to come back stronger. But to to add on to the subject, I was talking about the masculine and feminine disconnect. You know, we're in a world where opposites attract, right? So they get the male to do everything, a woman tendency, or women more like woman like, and they get the women to do more masculine type of things. So it's just confusion, bro. It's chaotic confusion, just being spiraled into one scattered box of things that we have to fix. And like I said, the chaos is being so normalized that we're desensitized to these things. So, you know, we try to battle it, but there's so many propaganda tactics being used that, you know, there's no one thing we can agree on. You know, even for the people who do want better, you know, they have to account for the people who are on the opposite side of the opposite side of the progression. So, you know, you got some people who are like, you know, these kind of people are, you know, invested in on the propaganda, and these type of people are invested on the propaganda and what I like to say, yellow journalism of the culture. And then you have some people who just want to see the betterment of us as a culture, as a people, as, you know, romance, friendships, and you know, just tribal instinctive unity. You know, just people being together and caring for one another, neighbors caring for one another, caring for kids. And, you know, we have a backwards, desensitized world we live in. It's very competitive, very, I want to be better than the next gender, or, you know, it's performative. We live in a performative cultural environment. So, you know, a lot of the times our men and women are trying to be better than one another, and it's like you need each other. You're trying to be so much better. Everything is a challenge. Child support, you know, child support this, or you know, new girlfriend this, new boyfriend that. Oh, my kids, I got my kids that. Like, everything has become so, excuse me. Let's see. But yeah, everything has become so competitive to where, you know, we just can't just be together. You know, something humbling or very, very disturbing has to happen in order for us to have a moment to reflect on humanity and just unity. Like, hey, you know, we might need to treat each other a little better. We might not never know what's going on with somebody. So, you know, we treat people with kindness. It shouldn't take for someone to go through a traumatic event, or for our culture and our people to experience toxicity when we already got the system against us. But no, we just like to add fuel to the fire. We like to, you know, furthermore insult each other, challenge each other, cheat on each other, you know, beat each other, upset each other for systematic failure, when in reality, you know, it doesn't do anything but just cause more of a normalized, chaotic culture, especially for us against each other. We already got the system against us. Now we got to worry about our wives, our girlfriends, our, you know, women, their husbands, their boyfriends, or, you know, just even friends, if you have any friends. Because like I said, just that platonic, and I hate to say the word platonic, even though that's what describes it, but just having friends. It's like how homegirls, how women ride with women and men ride with men, just as far as, you know, the friendship, the brotherhood, the sisterhood. It should be equivalent in the cross of things. Men and women should be able to have solid relationships outside of intimacy in a sexualized, over-sexualized type of culture. Like, we should be able to just be like, hey, that's my homegirl, you know, we respect our boundaries, or that's my homeboy, respect our boundaries, and there's no sneaky link stuff going on, or any extra stuff that's forced between society. I just genuinely care about my brothers and sisters. But nah, You know, that's been shifted. It's a masculine and feminine disconnect to where opposites attract. So, you know, we're taught to be as toxic and as negative, post everyday jokes. It's just jokes, 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 jokes. And now we live in a society, people are afraid to be vulnerable because they might be the viral subject of somebody's, you know, somebody's laughter. Like now I think nobody takes anything serious. You know, the world could be getting bombed and look, you know, 1,000 people, 100 people just like, oh, let's see what America's gonna do. Let's see what this is gonna, like, we're in a joke ass society, bro. It's a big disconnect. So, you know, y'all let me know how y'all feeling and keep me updated with what you got to say about the subject. I'll add another part if necessary, but y'all conquer y'all universe. God.